Please adhere to YouTube selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be going to a smoking cafe in Tokyo. To be precise, I'm going to Smoko Smoking and Coffee Bar in Asakusa, right near Sensoji Temple. It's a little bit more of a touristy area than not, but this smoking cafe looks to be pretty nice and not all that touristy. As a whole, I'm very curious to find out just what it's going to be like, how it's going to be, and whether I'm going to like this smoking cafe. Will I have a good experience? Well, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty hard to not have a good experience, in all honesty, because, well, I'm going to have a tea in hand, and in the other hand, I'm going to have a cigarette. So I'm going to be getting caffeine plus nicotine at the same time. So I'm thinking it's going to be a good time overall. Now, apparently this smoking cafe has 2 floors. All the smoking cafes I've been to in Japan so far have only had 1 floor, so this will be my first ever time going to a smoking cafe with 2 floors. And there it is over there. We can see the sign just a little bit. It just says Smoko, S-M-O-C-O, Smoking and Coffee Bar. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the front of this smoking cafe. They've got their open sign out. That's good. They've got their menu out as well. They have alcohol if I want any. It says it's possible to smoke inside. All right, very cool, very cool. And if I get a drink, I can smoke. Big bet. Let's go. Ooh. Can I just get hot tea if that's possible?
Hot tea?
Yes, please.
Small or medium?
Oh, I'll go for a medium.
Medium, alright. And then for the tea, we have black tea and lemon tea. Do you want which one?
Ooh, I'll just go for the black tea.
Black tea, okay.
Thank you so much for asking.
And you said hot, right?
Sorry?
You said hot?
Yes, please.
So it's gonna be $5.50.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Sweet, sweet. Ordered my tea. No complaints. Let's get a spot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
get me a highball as well. I figure I could go for a little bit of alcohol. Can I get a highball? And can I also get number 45? The Winston Castor Ace. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I also got myself a pack of Winston Castor or Cabin Apes. Because we want to try them. Thank you so much.
Well, I gotta admit, y'all, I am feeling enormously better. And overall, I gotta admit, that was a great experience. Pretty chill spot, I'll acknowledge. Pretty nice place to take a break, without a doubt. It was less of an aesthetic vibe cafe and more of a just chill place to grab a cup of tea and chill out for up to 2 hours, because that was the max time they allow you to sit down there. Absolutely no complaints on my behalf, I will acknowledge. Overall, a pretty solid smoking cafe in my personal opinion. Overall, I gotta admit, the caffeine definitely got me feeling a lot better. I'm feeling awake now, and I was feeling maybe a little bit tired prior to having that caffeine. I've been out in the warm weather for most of today, so I think the heat might have gotten to me a little bit, and I think it was definitely a good move to go sit in the AC, have a couple smokes, have some caffeine, and also have a little bit of alcohol. I ordered first off a hot tea, then I got myself a highball, both of which were really good. I was honestly quite impressed by the tea. I was a little bit nervous when it arrived in a just paper cup and whatnot kind of thing with no tea bag in it, but it was perfect. It was steeped extremely well. I gotta give them credit where credit was due. They know how to make a good cup of tea. And prices were nothing abnormal either. I mean, it's a little bit more of a touristy area than not, but a cup of tea there was 600 yen. Not the biggest cup of tea by any means, I'll acknowledge, even for the medium, but, overall, it was a reasonably priced cup of tea for Japan standards. No complaints on my behalf, I will acknowledge. In the highball, that was, I want to say 600 yen, 650 yen, something like that. Not too bad either. Grabbed myself a pack of the Winston Cabin 8s, as I haven't tried those yet, and I have been wanting to, so I saw they had a pack, and I was like, I might as well go and pick one up while I'm here. But no, overall, a great experience at Smoko Smoking and Cafe Bar. I think I'm going to sit down right here and try to think if there's anything else I wanted to mention. I didn't want to talk too much in the smoking cafe, in the Smoko Smoking and Coffee Bar, just because when I went upstairs it was very quiet aside from the music. Nobody was talking, and I did not want to disrupt that piece. But overall, yeah, without a doubt, a chill spot that I would go to again. I'm really glad I went there today and took a little bit of a break. And while it's not, I would have to say, the nicest or most fancy smoking cafe I've seen or been to in Japan, it's a spot that works, has solid drinks, has solid prices, and gets the job done exceedingly well. Would I go back to Smoko Smoking and Coffee Bar? Absolutely, without a doubt, no second thought. If I'm in this area again in Japan in the future, and I need to have a smoke and I want to kind of just sit down for 30, 40 minutes and just have a drink as well, it's going to be a spot that I'm looking at hitting up, and it's going to be one of those things where if I'm right by it and I need to have a drink and have a smoke, I'm not even going to have to think about it. I'll just walk inside, frankly put. Great experience, without a doubt. Great experience. Absolutely no complaints on my behalf. It was a good one. It was a good one. It was a good experience. Appreciate y'all watching this video today. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I went to a smoking cafe in Tokyo, of course, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. Shout out to Smoko for providing a great spot to have a smoke, and make sure to check out everything in the description down below. Appreciate y'all watching this video. To the next one, stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?